What's going on, everybody? Now joined by one of the finalists for the VYPE Award for Public School Girls Basketball Player of the Year, Side Creek's Kyndall Hunter. Kyndall, just first, what does it mean to you to be nominated for the award, and what would it mean to you to win the VYPE Award for Player of the Year?
It's just so amazing. And of course, it's just a big blessing because there are so many great girls basketball players, especially in public school. So just to be a finalist is so it's surreal for me. And really just for me to win, then it would just be icing on top of the cake.
I know this year we're having to host this virtually. Now that doesn't mean you can't get dressed up for the night and enjoy it, the red carpet out and everything. Just for this event to be held virtually, what does that mean to you? Just to kind of be able to sit around with your family and watch it here at the end of May.
Honestly, Corona has changed a lot of things. So I feel like Corona has brought people together as far as families because you're in the house together and things like that. So I'm pretty sure me and my family will be having a watch party. And so, we won't let it take the fun out of it.
This year is an amazing run for y'all. Go undefeated into the state tournament. You make it to the state title game. Talk about the year that was, and I know everybody talks when we talk Side Creek, we talk a lot about Kyndall Hunter and Rory Harmon, but it goes beyond that, and you talk about that a lot.
Yeah, I feel like everyone always focuses on us two, but you can't play 2-on-5 ever. And I feel like it was a collective effort between all my other teammates, the coaches, our trainers, our teachers. So, it was just amazing. Everything this season, it was just amazing because the way, you never hear that, 41-1. It's something that it's kind of hard to believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we worked for it. And it just kind of, that's how it worked out.
And I know that one on the right side of the record is probably the one that you're get back on the court and take a run at for next year.
Yeah, I was watching The Last Dance and they were talking about the Bulls in '97. It was like when you're a good team, when you lose one game, it feels like you lost 5. And that's how it is. It's like everyone's like, oh man, we lost. It's like we only lost one game the entire season. So it's like if you look at it, it's like oh my goodness, only one game. But in your heart, it feels like you lost all of them. But you do got to be positive about it because some people really did lose all their games.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned The Last Dance. Is that maybe like a team motto for Side Creek next year? Maybe
Yeah, I was actually talking to Rory about it, and I was like, Rory, next year it's our last dance. And she's like, oh my gosh, don't bring it up. You're gonna make me cry. And I'm like, I know. I don't know. These last, couple of years, they've been so amazing, and we've had the opportunity to do great things. So just knowing this is our last year, and then we're on to college. We can't stay here forever. So yeah, I think that The Last Dance is definitely going to be something that we refer to a lot.
for you and this team for this last year, what was it like in the Side Creek community? Because what I enjoy the most is, man, that Side Creek fan base, they come out, they're loud and proud, they're waving the white miles, and they're ready to rock and roll for you. What's it like playing for that community, that school, and just Side ISD in total?
It's really an honor. You can go to the store and there's someone like, hey, I watched your game, or I'm coming to your game tonight. Or at Chick-fil-A, I'll never forget, I met this lady and she was at Chick-fil-A and we were eating before the game. And she was like, oh, I graduated from Side Creek. I've been hearing that y'all are doing good. And she's like, I'm going to come to a game tonight. And I was like, when you see someone, you're like, okay, we'll see about that. Well, she came to the game and she had on her Letterman. And it's like people really support. She brought her kids and everything. And I was like, wow, Side Creek fans, they actually show up and show out all the time.
And that's the other thing too. You mentioned she brought her kids, and I think one thing I enjoy is seeing y'all interact with the young fans, the young girls that are looking up to y'all. Because for them, y'all are the role models of basketball. I mean, they want to grow up to be the Kyndall Hunter or the next Rory Harmon. What does that mean to you to be kind of that role model to the next generation of Side Creek basketball girls?
I really I think it's so cool that I have kids that look up to me because I was a kid looking up to other players. So I just try and make sure that I'm always a positive, role model and making sure that I'm doing the right things so that, of course, they're not following somebody they don't need to follow. And I think it gives you a sense of pride to know that there are people watching you and people who want to be like you. So just making sure that like I make sure that if there's a kid, taking pictures or, if a kid needs help, like wants to know how to shoot better or, just letting them know, just giving them little hints along the way because without like people doing that for me, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Well, a great season for your Side Creek basketball team, Coach Alexander, and everybody involved. And congratulations on being a finalist for the VYPE
Thank you.
Girls Basketball Player of the Year. And we look forward to the Sunday night coming up at the end of the month. We'll find out who the winner is.
Thank you.